about composition. As I said before, I wrote my previous song, Immortal, put right on the piano, even if I'm not a pianist. I believe another good idea is to sing the melodies, which is a really good exercise for a musician. And usually jazz musicians, they do. You are a jazz musician, right? Or a fusion? Yeah, so you know that a lot of jazz musicians, they sing the notes all the time. It's a great exercise. And it helps to write lines. If you think about like Joe Satriani, when you listen to Joe Satriani, it's basically instrumental music, but the way that he's playing the guitar is emulating the almost human voice, or anyway the vocal lines. And I do the same. And I came up with an idea of playing a cover song, which is is a really the way I play it is a really funny song. It's a really old Italian songs from the 17th century, and it's a classic Italian song. And I made a video which people thought it was really funny. The song, well, I'm not gonna say the title of the song. I want to see if you guys will recognize that. It's really popular. Have been sung by Pavarotti, and now by Andrea Bocelli, who is a really known Italian singer, opera singer. Of course, it's not an opera song. I mean, the version I play is a bit different, so I guess it's gonna be really funny. Let's see. that?
O solo mio.
Yeah, you got it.
That's not fair, I'm Italian.
All right, I forgot. Yeah, but it's more or less from the place you come from, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's from the south. Cool. Any questions?
What made you decide to do that?
Why?
Why that song?
Yeah, it's well. I was.
Why not Ave Maria?
Next time. I was at school and I was explaining how to improvise on. It was some G and A minor or something, and suddenly this. 1 second, I just answered it too. And suddenly this melody came up, and we just jammed together, me and the students, and I was like, I had to do a metal version. And here I am. You know, and it was a little bit a really strange idea, and the whole arrangement was more or less like I usually write music, and a little bit more kind of Devin Townsend inspired, also because he usually likes to do crazy shit. So I was like, I want to make it really more ridiculous than it's supposed to be, you know. So I was like, I need to have a mandolin. And I figured that there was some similarity between playing the mandolin and playing death metal about the picking technique, you know. So if you go and check out the video, it's really fun. There is me, two versions of me, one playing the 8-string guitar and the other playing the mandolin on the main melody. On this. And yeah, and also the guys who made the video, they thought it was really funny. So we had a blast doing that. You know, in the video is we try to recreate some kind of Italian restaurant with with table and the wine and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was really fun. You had a question?
The pedal you're using, is that a Hotone pedal? And
Exactly. I was about to start speaking about that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yeah. I work with different companies, and I have been a PV artist before. Then I switched. I became a Randall artist, and now I'm a Randall artist, and I work for Hotone as endorser and demonstrator, and for Legator Guitars. This is my favorite pedal. Hotone, they do a lot of really cool stuff, but this is absolutely my favorite, and I use it all the time. This is my personal one, and I have it in my luggage from Norway, because I believe, you know, especially at NAMM, when you have to use different amplifiers or going direct to the PA, this is a good way to have your own sound in some ways. And this is really solid. It's really cool. And it's a Bluetooth pedal. So now is a delay, but you know, you can use with there is an app on the App Store, and you can load in really different presets or effects. The cool stuff is that those guys from Hotone, they thought about doing signature preset, which since I'm Italian, you know, and I play the Italian song, it's called Mafia. Now, of course, I don't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, me.
But since the music is really mean, they thought it was funny. It is fun. It's something, you know, it is, because outside from Italy, it's funny about speaking like that with irony and stuff. But you know, in Italy, some people didn't really like it. But that's fine. It's part of the game. Is this one? This is the emulation of something like between Metal Zone and Gent pedal, which is by Hotone. So it works. I can make a small demonstration. Now we have a delay here. If I want to use my signature sound, of course we need a clean channel here. I believe it's going to work like that. Yes. So the telephone is connected. I mean, the telephone is connected to to the pedal through Bluetooth, but you can also use a USB cable from the PC, and you can just click on load to device, and then click on the device here, and it's supposed to, it's starting loading. It takes 1 or 2 minutes, so I need to say something in between. I can tell you how the collaboration with the Hotone, how did it started and stuff. It's going great. It's one of my favorite companies, and we speak every week about developing products, and they always support the clinic. That's why we have some pedals here that you guys are gonna win. Everything happened like two years ago. He was there actually. When me and Gianluca we played at the booth at the NAMM show.
Right.
Yeah, and it was my first time at the NAMM show, and right after that, Jessica, who was at that time she was taking care of the artist relations. She gave me a couple of pedals, and I tried them home, and they were killers. So we spoke a little bit more, and then I played for them the Music Messe, which is the NAMM version of, the European version of NAMM in Frankfurt, Germany. And I always played with them, like NAMM 2 times already, and Music Messe three times, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be 3 times in April. It's almost done. Yeah, and they are supporting me all the time. So, and they are doing really good stuff, really good pedals. And every time I go on tour, I just change all the pedals in my pedal board according to the kind of music I'm playing. Yes. I was waiting for a question because I don't know what to say.
Do you have any rough idea how many presets that they currently have? They have more than 5, correct?
Yeah, they have
quite
a
a few.
I never count them, but I think are around, I would say at least 60. Yeah, at least
several dozen.
But the app is going to be updated every end of the month. So in 3 days, it's going to be updated again. Every last Friday of the month, and I believe last Friday it might be tomorrow, or yeah.
And so once you buy the pedal, you have unlimited access to downloading presets.
So you just buy the hardware. The software is for free on the App Store.
It's not a subscription. You buy the pedal and
that's it. And it's gonna be updated all the time.
It's a great deal.
Yeah. And they developed. They just started with a couple of effects like delay, chorus, and stuff, and then they developed the amp emulations. And they sound really good. I'm gonna do a couple of demonstrations later on, like Marshall or PV or things. All emulations. So they don't have the real name because of the copyright thing.
Did you go to them or did they come to you? The Hotone people?
Well, it was like both ways, because there was Gianluca at the NAMM show. He told me, why don't we go upstairs to play a song together at Hotone? I heard the name Hotone before. Mm-hmm. I'm not a pedal nerd, so I never really used pedals before to getting into this business, and then I understood that I wasted all my life. So when you really enjoy working with people, and it goes both ways, everything is really easy. So I never really asked, are we gonna play together at the Music Messe? We were speaking about, are you going to the Music Messe? Yes, okay, so maybe we play something together, and we build up the relationship this way, really easygoing, we never wrote anything down. We don't have a contract, we don't need that. With almost all the companies I work for, I never had a contract. It's just on the word, which is the most important thing, I believe. Yeah. They trust me and I trust them. So. Anyway, it's loaded. Now it's a random setup. We have the volume here. blind. It's the focus, which is basically the EQ. The next one is the distortion. More is more. And then you have bass, the mids. Control the mids in this kind of music is really important to change sound in order to go from Slipknot sound to Pantera sound, which you hate.
No, it's the old mix.
Okay.
Love the riffs.
Like that. Okay, this is a little bit too much, but
Too much bass.
I'm gonna make it like I like. Okay, let's see. The distortion maximum, of course. Bass. You can load in so many effects, and they have a really good level because it's not a specific pedal. It's an algorithm for emulating an amp or a pedal. I think the sound is really really good. And the great thing is that, like, for me this is great because every time I go on tour I can decide until the last moment which effect to have on the pedal. Like yesterday we changed that a couple of times. Today I used that as a delay pedal. Yesterday we used that a tube screamer. Yesterday we didn't need a delay here because we used the plugin, so it was a tube screamer, and today is a delay. Some other effect that we could use. Do you have any requests?
Flanger.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Do you use that a lot?
All the time.
Okay. Flanger, let's see.
Well, it's a valid effect.
Yeah,
It's a real effect.
It is.
Just I don't use it 100%.
Is it chorus the same? No.
No.
You want to have a flanger. I need to find it's here, but.
What about noise gate?
Yeah, right. I believe we don't have a noise gate. Yes, I'm sorry to say that. I will call the company and you're an asshole. He knew that before. Yesterday we were looking for a noise gate and we found out there was no noise gate. So I have the noise gate Hotone, but I don't have it here. The flag, I'm gonna find the flag. There are so many stuff here. So. Okay, hold on.
You can also substitute a phaser.
Yeah.
Well, I think I found it. Let me see. Flanger. Okay, I don't know. I never tried it. Okay, so in general, I don't use the flanger. Too bad, right?
Yeah.
Do you like Eddie Van Halen?
He's all right, a little amateurish, but
No.
Okay.
But that's why you like the flanger, right?
yeah,
That's what you were talking about.
Yes.
Let me
yes,
just
exactly.
change it.
Ooh.
That was pretty fast. Okay. Okay, this is a pretty extreme version, but let's see. I never used that. I never used the flanger in my life, I guess. Probably a couple of times plugging in. That's that. Okay, yeah. Right.
I'm not trying to sabotage you.
No.
I promise.
I don't know. You said flanger.
Another effect.
Ring modulator?
A what?
A ring modulator?
Oh my god. I don't even know what it is.
That like weird telephone kind of noise.
I don't know. Let's see. Do you use the guitar rig?
Sometimes.
Okay. Because I remember I saw that there. Ring modulator. Okay.
So does it change to one effect at a time?
I started using amplitude.
Yeah.
It does. Okay.
Yeah, but actually, this is a really smart question. There are also combos. So there are some presets with distortion, delay, and chorus together.
That's what I was going to say, so you can run chorus and
Exactly.
delay.
They are developing those combos in order to have like a virtual pedal board on a pedal.
Cool.
Because they also use like cab simulators and stuff like that. I believe the best way to deal with that is to have like 2 or 3 of those and combine different effects. But like this, you always have the time to just change the setup.
Right.
But you know, they are developing a lot of combos, so they are focusing on this product more and more. They just released that like 6 months ago, and it's going great. I mean, everybody really interested. All musicians, even Steve Vai had one of those. He was really interested in those, but he is endorsed by Boss, I guess.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that, but it's.
Scratch that.
I think I found that. It's called. Yeah, I got it. It's called Bell. Loading it. I don't know what is a ring modulator.
Usually
So
usually
is that
sounds
something
better
like
in a
that?
higher- Usually sounds better in a higher register. Like we do a lot of.
Okay. Is it an octaver?
It's like a pitch modulator. So
Tomorrow he will go like, that guy didn't know what was a ring modulator.
there you go.
Something like chord. The band chord, they use those.
Yeah, like Les Claypool and people like that. Like
Ah,
use it to get that weird telephony noise.
It's weird. I like it.
Exactly. Higher the better.
It's important to find the mix between the effect and the original signal
Yeah.
to make it sound.
It's a real specific tool. Like Scott Henderson or somebody might use it just with like delay to kind of make it sound like a little outer space.
Yeah, I think Josh Trianic used that as well in sound tuning. Other effects?
You have a bit crusher?
Bit crusher?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds difficult.
Interesting.
Well, I just assume there's like reverb and echo and all that. So
Right, yeah.
I just want to see if there's like
Yeah.
the ones that aren't so common.
No bit crusher. Might be under another name, I don't know.
Do a reverb.
Let's hear.
What's a reverb?
That's insane.
I never heard reverb sounds.
So when did you start becoming interested in technique then? You said that earlier that you started guitar as like a means to write the songs, but I mean, you've got some mad technique.
Yeah, I mean, my process was a bit weird because in the beginning I was really into just composing and playing music. I grew up with the Nirvana, Metallica, and those guys. So I was I really liked to play just rock and roll. I was not really interested in the guitar as solo instrument and stuff like that. But then I changed a little bit and I went to the music college and you know that opened my mind a lot. I practiced on different. I mean, I played a lot of jazz. I played fusion, and in general, worked out a lot on scales and stuff like that. And I believe technically I was way better compared to now. I was practicing 10 to 12 hours a day, every day. There was no Sunday, there was no Saturday, there was no Christmas, nothing. It was just me and the guitar all the time, which socially wise is not exactly the way to do, especially if you're a musician, because you need to speak to other people, and it's not just about staying home and practice all the time. But so technically, probably I was better at that time. I was practicing a lot of chromatic scales and stuff like that. But then I learned how to produce music, and